Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to the IQ Quran program that you usually watch at GuideUS TV every Friday, 8 p.m. Standard Time. So inshallah tonight we have a new surah that you guys have not learned before. Inshallah tonight we will just focus on learning the meaning of this surah. Last week we made some changes. We added some Islamic questions. We were thinking a lot of you will be missing it, but mashallah, you guys have done a good work. We also added last week verses from the Quran, especially the last juz. Inshallah, tonight we're going to skip that. We'll just go straight into the surah, including the Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So get ready. We're going to start the competition soon. We want you to go ahead, grab your tablet, grab your phone, whatever smart device that you have. You go to iqquran.com, scroll down, register yourself where it says join the competition, and we will start the competition as soon as possible. If you're new to the program, this is a program that we designed to teach the kids how to understand the Quran. So we go over the meaning of the Quran word for word. Sometimes you will see some new words, sometimes you'll be learning some previous words that we've learned. A lot of you already joined. So the way you could join this program is you take your tablet. We give you the code. Tonight's code is 608198. This is the code for the night. So what do? You put the code in, you go to the website, join the competition, join now, and then you put this code in, you're in. So if you're home and watching this, this will be live. Meaning that don't just sit around and watch the show, rather join and benefit from the competition. So this competition, you could win some prizes, and definitely you're winning in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by learning every single word with us. And the hadith of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, every single letter that you learn, how many good deeds do you get? You get 10 good deeds on every single letter. Alif, Lam, Mim, you collect 30 good deeds. So this is the best game you could play. You're getting ajr from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We'll be passing out rewards to the winners. By the way, we're almost coming to the end of this season. Soon we'll be bringing the top people who are performing. We'll be bringing them to the studio, or perhaps we will come to the masjids and we will have a live competition over there. So for those who have been joining, mashallah, you guys have benefited a lot. Now we will continue this program, and every night or every Friday night we will be adding new surah. Sometimes we will change and bring vocabulary that repeats in the Quran often. So mashallah, for everyone that has been participating now, what we want you to do is give you the normal reminder. We want you to benefit, we want your families to benefit, we want your friends to benefit. We want you to pick up the phone and remind your friends to join the competition before we start, because we want as many people benefiting from the program. So you'll be getting a lot of good deeds. Everyone that participates, you're participating, your friends are participating, you get the double reward. So inshallah, this is what we want for you. Last time we had Fatima, I think, was the winner, mashallah. Out of the 29 questions we submitted last time, she did not miss anything. So everyone that is competing on the top 5, I think they were about the same. No one missed anything. But sometimes someone else might beat you because of their speed and accuracy. So how does this game work again? You join the competition. Don't just sit around and watch us. You could join the competition and you could be winning the prize as well. So when you do something, it is better than just watching. So participate, inshallah. Now, every single question that we submit, you'll be getting 1,000 points. So every single question, you'll get 1,000 points. That's a lot of points. Based on your speed and accuracy, you'll be awarded. So sometimes you might get 900, sometimes you might get 400, sometimes depending on your speed. And then at the end, we add up all those points, and that is how we calculate the winning person's points. So that's how it works. We have a lot of you that have joined. Now, it's fine if you only used your first name, but from now on, we encourage you to use your first name and last name. But it's okay if you already logged in. And if you're new to the program, we want you to register. So please do go to the IQ Quran website, scroll down. It says, you'll see an orange button that says join the live competition. You click there and you could register. You'll see the registration on your right hand side. So fill up that form, and as soon as you submit that form, you will get the websites that we use for the competition, before the competition. Now we have another surprise for you next week, inshallah. We will be changing the format. I want you guys to get ready. So if you registered yourself, we will go ahead and send you an Islamic study video. You'll watch it and the questions will come from there. So it'll be easy. We will send you Islamic study guide, 2 different videos. You'll watch it and I'll give you a heads up. It'll be about relationship, the relationship that we have with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the relationship that we should have with our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You'll get to watch those 2 videos and we will bring them into the competition. So that means if you registered yourself, you will get that information. It is very important that you register yourself. We will be delivering that information directly to you. We have a lot of you that have joined. Now, let's see here. Now we're gonna take a short break soon, inshallah. But before we take the break, I want to recognize some of the people that are in here. We have Fatima that is always in. We have Fartoon. We have Usman. We have so many people that we normally see in the program. We have Noura, Sumaya Umar, Bakar. He was here last time. We have so many of you that have joined. We have Abdul Jabbar Mu'min that just has joined. We have Sheikh that has been with us since the beginning of the program. A lot of you are joining, mashallah. Continue benefiting from the program and make sure that you do invite your friends. So again, as a reminder for everyone that is watching us, make sure that you register yourself. This will give you an edge. Next time, do not say, the questions, I don't know the questions, I haven't seen it. We will be sending you Islamic study video. You guys will love it. Watch it. We will pull questions from there. And that's what we will do next week. We will do the next surah, but we will add Islamic studies as such. And I'm assuming this next surah, the vocabulary is long, so we'll be dividing it into 2 parts. So it'll be part 1 of the surah of that surah, and there'll be part 2 of that surah, and each part will have that Islamic studies. We want you to benefit, we want you to learn the translation of the Quran, but we also want you to learn Islamic studies and have understanding of your religion. So inshallah, we will take a short break. We will come back. As soon as we come back, we will start the competition. Meanwhile, we will leave the code on top. Make sure you call your friends, remind your family members. If you're sitting home, make sure that your children join. And inshallah, we'll be back. And as soon as we come back, we will start the competition.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters. GuideUS TV is doing amazing work and it needs your support. Running a satellite channel, running a TV station is not cheap. It takes money, it takes time, it takes commitment, and it is absolutely an obligation for you, all of you, to donate generously to help this amazing project. And don't forget, get guided with GuideUS TV.
Get guided with GuideUS TV.
Get connected with GuideUS TV. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/GuideUSTV1. Join us on Google+, plus.google.com/+GuideUSTV. Follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/GuideUSTV1. Find us on Flickr, flickr.com/photos/GuideUSTV. And add us on LinkedIn, linkedin.com/GuideUSTV. Get guided with GuideUS TV.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to the program. A lot of you have joined, and as we promised you, we will start the competition as soon as we come back from break. That's what we said now, so I hope you're ready. We have a lot of you that have joined. We will start the competition. Once we start the competition, if you have called your friends, your family members, they can still join the program. So now let's start. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Tonight, the first question will be the beginning of the surah, and of course the surah starts with Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So the first word is Bismi. What is the meaning of this? Let's see how well you guys do with this question. I'll lower the voice here. Now, two of you already submitted the answer in less than 10 seconds. Let's find out. The zameen of Allah. Is it the most gracious? Is it the most merciful? Or is it the most or is it in the name? In the name. Now, you have one question, 4 possible answers. Only one of them is right, and we'll see if you can get it. A lot of you already submitted the answer. We'll find out if you guys got it right. Again, if you're home and you're watching us, you could join the program. It is happening right now. If you're watching this, you could tell your children to take their tablet. If they don't have a tablet, you give them your phone. Let them be part of the competition, and let us all benefit. As a parent, you will benefit. As your children are playing the game, they'll benefit as well. Bismi means in the name. We have 7 of you that missed Bismi. Every single day we read it, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, and we start with Surah Al-Fatiha. Every surah, with the exception of one, starts with Bismillah. So now you have to know you have to know the meaning of Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. 7 of you have missed it. Maybe you're new to the program, but now you know what Bismi means. It means in the name. Now we will continue, and this is pretty much how we play the game. If you're new, as you could see, we will find out right away. We don't have to wait. We don't have to grade papers. Right away, we'll find out who answered, who got it right, who got it wrong. We have 33. Majority of you got it right. We only have 7 people that missed it. So this is how the program works. As you're sitting home, you submit your question. We submit the question. You submit the answer. Right away, we will find out. We don't have to wait. Now, we're going to find out the top 5. So let's look into the top 5. Who's the top 5? Fatima, as usual. She submitted it. 866 points. We have Rayyan, 861 points. We have Muhammadu, 860 points. We have Abdurrahman, who has 858, and Nusayba, 856. As you can see, everyone is in the 800. That means the speed this comes to you is all the same, all the top 5 people. Now, some of you will pass, perhaps will take out the top 5. It changes around. But as you could see, if you have 8, that means it came to you on time. Some of you are complaining that it is coming late, but we don't see that. Everyone who's in the top 5 has gotten it on time. So now let's move on to the next question. Allah, Bismillahi. The word Bismillahi, what is the meaning of this? Let's see if you could get it right. Does it mean of Allah? Does it mean the most gracious? Does it mean in the name? Or is it the most merciful? This one should be easy. This one should be easy. Although Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has different names, we did not translate the name. So if you look at the word, all you have to do is select the pronunciation of what you see. And I'm hoping everyone gets this one right. MashaAllah, a lot of you are still joining the program. So if you are coming and joining the program late, it's fine. You can still win. So 7 of you learned what Bismi means. I had a father who once talked to me. He said, I had my daughter who has been attending the Islamic weekend school for 7 years. And after 7 years, she asked me, what does A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajeem mean? I think all of you by now know that. We have not been adding that. But mashallah, we have 41 of you that got it. Only 4 people missed it. Much better than the previous question. Now we're going to move on to the next question. So get ready. Let's find out the ranking. We have Sayruq Umar that passed 19 people. Will Sayruq come on top 5. We'll see, but mashallah, she made a big progress by passing 19 people. We'll recognize those who made progress throughout the program, but the previous questions, I think Osman just came in on the top 5 right now. Sheikh came in, Muhammadu and Rayyan. There are several people that were in there. They were taking over. Let's find out what happens on the next question. Let's see, guys. Bismillahir Rahmani Ar-Rahmani. This is the third question for the night. Ar-Rahmani, what is the meaning of it? Does it mean of Allah? Is it the most gracious? Is it in the name? Or is it the most merciful? These are your options. There's only one question that is right. One out of the boxes, there's only one that is right. So we're learning the meaning of Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. We've noticed that some of you are joining the program, you're new to the program, so we want you to benefit from the program. So therefore, we will repeat Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim as many times as we can. We could see here, majority of you already submitted the answer. We'll wait for the rest of you to submit the answer. Now you could take your time. If you do not know the meaning of Bismillah, you could look into it, find out after you miss it. You could double check the answer. But most of you, mashallah, you're doing great. Let's see here. Okay, time is up. 46 of you submitted the answer. 40 of you got it right. Only 5 people missed it. So that means, mashallah, you guys are making a lot of progress. Some people went with the most merciful, close meaning, but the most gracious was the right answer. As you guys could see, Muhammadu just came number 1. Good work, Muhammadu. Fatima, she's still working hard. She's number 2. We have Rayyan, who was number 2. Now she is, or he is, on number 3. We have Sheikh, that is number 4, and Nusayba. As you guys could see, the ranking will change right away. Everyone who's ranking on the top 5 has 2,000. Some of you have 2,700, some 600, some 500. Let's move on to the next question. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Ar-Rahimi. Now let's see if you guys could get this one right. Does it mean of Allah? Does it mean the most gracious? Does it mean in the name? Does it mean the most merciful? Now remember, if you previously chose one answer between Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim, now it is the opposite of the previous question. So let that be a hint for you. If it is already too late, you submit it, we'll find out. But Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, the meaning of Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, it is important to know this. Now, a lot of parents might put emphasis in memorizing Quran. MashaAllah, that is good. We want our children to memorize the Quran, but we also want them to know the meaning of what they're memorizing. What good is it if the kid memorized the entire Quran and he cannot translate Surah Al-Fatiha? They cannot translate Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. We don't want that happening, so therefore we created this program to help the parents and to help the children. We want our children to know the meaning of the Quran. So please do join us every Friday, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You can have your kid join the program, and the program is free at no cost. 38 of you got this one right. We have 8 people that missed it. Now it means the most merciful. Bismillah. We're done with Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, and now we will start the surah. So get ready, guys. This is, mashallah, it seems like the ranking has changed. We have 3 new people that came on the top 5 right now. We have Muhammad, we have Maryam, and we have Noura. MashaAllah, good work. I think this is the first time I'm seeing Muhammad and Noura. We've seen Maryam on the top 5 before. As you guys could see, as every question rolls, as every question changes, we're going to have some new people depending on how hard you're working. Now we'll find out if you got prepared and if you know the meaning of the surah. Here it comes. وَالضُّحَى. What is the meaning of this word? You could win 1,000 points. Does it mean of Allah? Does it mean by the morning brightness? Does it mean in the name? Or is it the most merciful? I think if you guys could look at it, 3 of the words were from Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So if you know what Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim is by now, you guys should know what does وَالضُّحَى mean. It should be very easy for you guys. Let's see if you guys know the meaning of وَالضُّحَى. Let's see, 24 seconds left, and we have 41 of you that submitted. If you're a parent and you're watching the program and you see what's happening, that means this program is coming live. Don't just sit around. You could give your kid your phone, you could give them your tablet, you could give them any other device. They could join the program. This program is happening right now. Friday, it is 8:22 our time. Now, mashallah, we have 40 of you that got the answer right. Only 4 people missed it. I think you had a good hint. Now you've already benefiting since you know what the meaning of Bismillah is. Let's find out. Mahdi, mashallah to Mahdi. Good work, Mahdi. Mahdi is the highest climber. He passed 9 people. And we have Ryan that came back on the top 5. We have Sheikh that came back. And Muhammadu is still holding on to number 1 tonight. Let's go ahead and move on to the next question. Here it comes. وَاللَّيْلِ الضُّحَى وَاللَّيْلِ. We're going in order tonight. So, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, وَالضُّحَى وَاللَّيْلِ. What does this mean? The surah was revealed to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam at a time he thought that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has abandoned him. He did not receive revelation for some time, so he was worried, and Allah revealed the surah to him. وَالضُّحَى, by the morning brightness. وَاللَّيْلِ, we're not going to translate it for you because we want you to get that right. So we'll wait for you. So this is a verse, a surah that was revealed to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, a very short surah, and you guys should know, if you know what morning is, I think we have only 10 seconds. I'll give you what is the opposite of a day or morning. Now let's find out if you guys could get that right. Should be a hint for the people that are new. Now time is up. It means by the night. Remember that what, if you see what for most of the time, it means what for the most of the time, it means and. And you'll see it in many places in the Quran. So if you know what means, that should have been a hint for you, but it seems like some of you are new to the program. It is fine. You will be benefiting, inshallah. Now you know what means, you know what layl means. You will see it many times in the Quran. So now let's move on to the next question. If you don't win, if you're not on the top 5, it does not mean you've lost. You've learned something new. You're learning something for free, mashallah. Now let's move on to the next question. But before we move on, let's see the ranking. Muhammadu is still on top. The top 5 has not changed from the previous question. Now let's move on to the next question. إِذَا. This is a very important word. It repeats in the Quran often. وَالضُّحَى وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا. What is the meaning of إِذَا? Does it mean when? Does it mean by the morning brightness? Does it mean by the night? Or does it mean it covers with darkness? Let me remind you, if you previously have been with us, the two previous questions, we've seen by the morning brightness and we've seen wal-layl, and it does not look like the word we have on the screen. So let that be a hint for you. Now you have 2 things between red and green. Choose between red and green. So I've reduced it to 50-50. That should be a hint for some of you guys if the question came to you late. Now for the parents that are sitting home, you can still join the program. It is not too late. This program is happening right now. So encourage your friends and your family members to be part of the program and see what your kid knows. By the end of the program, you'll find out how many questions he got right, how many he missed. This is a live test. 36 of you got this one right. It seems like 3 went with by the morning, 3 went with by the night, and 3 said it covers with darkness. It is not the right answer. إِذَا means when. This إِذَا جَاءَ, you've seen it before if you were with us for the previous questions. إِذَا means when. And you will see it in so many other verses. So take a note. Note what إِذَا means. إِذَا means when. 9 of you missed it. Let's move on to the next question. We have Adnan. MashaAllah to Adnan. Adnan is now the highest climber. He has passed 13 people. So that means you're making a big progress. You came in and passed 13 people. Some of you that have joined us late, you could do exactly what Adnan just did right now. If you know the words, you could pass a lot of people. Now let's move on to the next question. Saja. What is the meaning of saja? This is the 8th question for the night. إذا سجى. Saja, does it mean when? Does it mean by the morning brightness? Or does it mean and the night? And the night. Or does it mean it covers with darkness? Now remember, 3 of the words or 3 of the answers were the previous 3 questions. So if you know the answers to the previous questions, this one, I think all of you should get it right. I'm expecting that every single person should get this one right, and I'm going to say with this question we will get 100%. If not, I know it will not be 9 people that will miss this question. So sometimes when you are taking a test, you have to learn the strategy of taking a test. You look at the answers, what would make sense. إذا, we know إذا means when from the previous question. Now this one should be easy. MashaAllah, 37 of you got it right. 8 people missed it. Now pay attention, guys. Make sure that you submit the right answer. Let's move on to the next question. We have Umar Hirsi. MashaAllah, Umar Hirsi with a dollar sign. 14 people passed. 14 people. Good job, Umar. We'll find out if Umar will make it to the top 5. But the top 5 seems to be the same. Nusayba came in on the top 5. Let's move on to the next question. Let's see how well you guys will do. MashaAllah, Fatima came back on number 1. Fatima seems to be number 1 all the time. We'll find out. Let's move on to the next question here. Ma. What is the meaning of ma? This question or this word, you'll see it in the Quran in so many different places. This word repeats in the Quran more than 1,000 times. So it is a very important word for you to know. Open the kitab after this competition and search for this word. Now, why are we learning word for word? The reason why we went with word for word Quran is that when you look at the word and you actually touch it, you feel it, you look at it, you pronounce it, guess what's going to happen? Next time when you see this word, ma, I know what ma means. When you see إذا, you would know what it means. When you see وَاللَّيْلِ, you would know what it means. We said wa and ma. Those two, if you know the meaning, you've benefited tonight just by learning those 2 words. Now 41 of you submitted the answer. We'll wait for the rest of you guys. We have about 6 seconds before we move on to the next question. Let's find out how well you guys did. Now we have, it means not. 20 of you got this one right. Ooh, a lot of people missed it. This might have been a new word to you guys. It means not. It is not and not because we said you would have to have what in front of it. Some of you added the what. I think 11 of you went with that and it messed you up. Let's see what we will do. We have Adnan again, who is again a high climber, past 13 people. I'm not sure if he's passing 13 people each time, but let's see how well and let's see if he's gonna make it to the top 5. Now this is question number 10 for the night. Get ready. Let's find out if you know what the meaning of this word is. All right, let's find out. Wadda'aka is the question. Let's see if you guys will get it right. We have about 39 seconds before we move on to the next question. 30 of you already submitted the answer. Guys, remember that you could, while you're in the competition, this is to the parents and the children that are part of the competition, you could invite your friends to be part of the competition. You could call your family members and they could be part of the competition. This program is free. When you join, it will not cost you any money. You'll be joining us, and that is how the program takes place. So get ready. We'll go ahead and find out how well you guys. Okay, mashallah. Has forsaken you is the right answer. 35 of you got that one right. We have Mahdi again that has passed 17 people. Will we see Mahdi on the top 5? That is a question. We'll find out if we will see Mahdi or not. Fatima is still number 1. We have Muhammadu who has 9,000, Nusayba, Maryam, and Rayyan. MashaAllah, all of you are doing well. Let's see the next question. This one is a very easy question. It's a question we've seen before. By now, you should know the meaning of this word. You should know the meaning of this word. Rabbuka. What is the meaning of Rabbuka? There's two words in this. There is the word Rabb and there is the word Ka. Rabb and Ka. If you add the two, your first hint, this is a two-word answer. It is not one word because we are combining two words into one. The word Rabb, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. I'm expecting that everyone should get this one right. The word Rabb repeats in the Quran often. So this is a golden word for you to note if you miss it. If you get it right, Alhamdulillah. If you don't get it right, then this is something new that you could learn. Let's find out. We have 1 second and time is up. MashaAllah, 38 of you got this one right. We have 4 people that missed it. Not too bad compared to the previous questions. Let's find out. We have Safiya. Safiya just passed how many people? Safiya passed 16 people. We have Fartoon that is ranking currently number 5 for the first time. We have Abdi Jabbar Mu'min came back on the top 5, mashallah. So we have 2 people that came in due to the previous question. So let's find out if the ranking is going to change. It already has changed. We have Nusayba that moved up to number 2 for the first time. And we don't see Fatima anymore. Will she come back the next question? That is a question that we'll find out if she comes back the next because normally Fatima is ranking on the top 5 every time we do it. If you were listening, we said what? We gave you the meaning of what? We gave you what ma means. So now if you combine the 2 words, this question is asking you 2 words combined. What is the meaning of the 2 words? You have the waw and you have the mim and the alif. So it is not one word, it's 2 words. Let's see if you could get this one right. And we said the word what repeats in the Quran often. So therefore you're already seeing it from this quiz. From this test you could see that the word does repeat in the Quran often. Let's see here. We have about 20 seconds before we move on to the next question. Let's see how well you guys answer this question. MashaAllah, this is a very tight competition. For the parents that are sitting home, please do encourage your kids to be part of the program. This is a live, it's happening right now. It means and not. It means and. Here's the word wa and ma, and not. Now let's find out the next question. Before we move on to the next question, the ranking remains the same from the previous question. Let's find out here. This is question number 13 for tonight. It's almost halfway of the program. Let's see if you guys get this one right. Does it mean he is displeased? Does it mean and not? Does it mean not? Does it mean your Lord? Okay, let's find out, guys. Again, a reminder, if you're joining the program, it is not too late. We started this competition. This is not happening at the studio, it's happening inside your house. What does that mean? If you're watching this, you could grab your tablet, you have the code over here, you go to iqquran.com, you could join, we have the code, join the competition, and you could be part of this live competition that is happening right now. So if you were watching this, you could tell your children, there's this program that you could benefit. It teaches you the meaning of the Quran rather than just the memorization of the Quran. And we want our children to know the meaning of the Quran. 36 of you got this one right. Let's see. We have Malyun that passed 19 people. Malyun, good job, mashallah. Good work, Malyun. Let's move on to the next question. Walal akhiratu. What is the meaning of this? Remember, what? How many times have we seen what in this surah alone? When we said the word is important, we meant it was important. So by now, if you know what means, this should be an easy answer for you. Pay attention to the word wa. It is wow with fatha. If you know what that means, for most of the time, up to now, every single time we've seen wa, it had one meaning. It didn't have the other meaning. Sometimes you'll see it if it is connected that it has another meaning, but now you're getting what means directly with the word that is connected. The word akhirah, you'll see it often as well. So remember to note that. We have about 10 seconds before we move on to the next question. Let's find out if you guys got this one. MashaAllah, 3 seconds. Time is up, and the right answer is and surely the hereafter. 35 of you got that one right. We have 8 people that missed it. Let's move on to the next question. We have, mashallah, Malyun again has climbed up and passed 19 people. We have Fartoon that is now ranking number 3. We have Sheikh that is now ranking number 5. And Abdul Jabbar, Mu'min, Nusayba and Muhammad are tonight our top 5. MashaAllah, all of you guys and everyone that has been on the top 5 and anyone that is moving up towards the top 5. Let's move on. Question number 15. Khayrun, what is the meaning of this word? Does it mean is better? Does it mean for you? Does it mean and surely the hereafter? Or does it mean then? I'll give you a hint. The word and surely the hereafter was the previous question. Therefore, it is not the answer. Do not touch that. I hope no one touches that. Now, I'll leave the rest to you. You have 3 to choose from. And we'll see if you guys get this one right. If you know the story of different stories of the Quran, you'll see this word repeated often. It is used in different format. Now, we have 43 of you who already submitted the answer, 44, mashallah, and we'll give chance to everyone else that is sitting at home that is working towards submitting the answer. All right, time is up right now. It means better, is better. 39 of you got this one right, mashallah. I advised against the surely not in the hereafter. Someone touched it. Maybe they were not listening. All right, Fartoon now is ranking number 5. Sheikh is number 4. Abdul Jabbar, Mu'min is Jabbar. Mu'min is ranking number 3. We have Nusayba, number 2, and we have Muhammadu. Seems like Muhammadu isn't moving tonight. Although everyone who's in the top 3 all have 13,000 points. Now let's move on to the next question. Laka, what is the meaning of laka? Look at it. There's 2 words. There's la and there's ka. If you know what ka means, guess what? Ka is the one of the words that repeat in the Quran often. We saw Rabbuka, Rabbukum. You'll see ka in many different places. If you know what the word ka means, it'll make your life easy if you're learning the meaning of the Quran. This word ka has that meaning. Sometimes it's connected towards the end of a word. So remember that. As you could see, the lamb is green, and then you have that. MashaAllah, it seems like a lot of you have submitted the answer. 39 of you got this one right. It means for you. For you. Let's see here. We have Saeed, I think it is, or Saad, that has passed 21 people, mashallah. Nusayba just became number 1. Muhammadu dropped to number 4, and Fatima came back to number 5. But now we have Abdul Jabbar, or that moved up to number 2. Sheikh, Muhammad, Fatima. Those are the people that are ranking on the top 5. As you guys could see, ranking changes as we move on towards the end of the program. Now, this word, as you could see, repeats in the Quran often as well. So I hope you know the meaning of this word. Now here, does it mean is better? Does it mean for you? Does it mean surely the hereafter, or is it then? This word comes in different meaning. The word mim and noon sometimes is min, sometimes mina, sometimes you'll see different variation. But that word mim and noon combined, you'll find in the Quran so many times, more than 3,000 times. So know the meaning when mim has a kasra on the bottom and fatha, and sometimes you'll see it in different formats. So this mim and noon, you'll see it more than 3,000 times in the Quran. The word min itself repeats 3,200, but you will also have this format then that repeats in the Quran often. MashaAllah, 41 of you got this one right. Good job. Only 4 people missed it. Now let's move on to the next question. And remember, after this question, we will take a short break and we will be back. So make sure that you get good points on this question. Get ready. Does it mean the first? Does it mean for you? Does it mean surely the hereafter? Or does it mean then? I'll give you a hint. It does not mean then, because the last question you just seen that we talked about was then. Now you have three possible answers to choose from. So make sure you select and make a right choice, inshallah. Let's see if you guys get this one right. We have about 35 of you that submitted. Again, before we go to the break, you could still join. We have about 15 minutes before the show ends. You could benefit, you could learn the meaning of the Quran. You could get a lot of ajr by participating. Tonight, for example, I'll give you an example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 letters here. You'll be getting 60 ajr in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And it is a bank that will never go bankrupt. They will never file bankruptcy. So that means whatever you put in this bank with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you'll be able to cash it out on the day of judgment. With your good deeds, of course. So everyone who's participating, good job, mashallah, you're getting a lot of ajr. We make dua for your parents for allowing you to be part of the program and encouraging you. Anyone that is pushing themselves, mashallah, to yourself as well and to your parents. And we encourage you that you tell others to join the program so they too could benefit. Mashallah, this means the first. Now we have about 7 people that missed it. Do not go away. Let's find out your ranking. We have Nusayba, that is number 1. Abdul Jabbar Mu'min, number 2. We have Sheikh, number 3. Muhammadu, number 4. And Fatima is on number 5. So these are the top 5. We'll find out if the ranking will change. When we come back, we will have a short break. Do not go away. Inform your families. We will leave the code while we are taking break. We'll be back, inshallah.
What's the fast way to support GuideUS TV? Go to Donate to Islam. Then click on the big blue and red shield, GuideUS TV. Then lower right, the green Contribute Now. Then choose the pledge amount that you want. 1,000, 500, 200, 100. I'm going to click the 100. It says Add to Cart. Click the green button on the upper right, and then you'll go right to here. Now, if you have PayPal, click it. It'll fill in, and you're ready to go. But what if you don't have PayPal? Real quick, fill it in. There's my name, Yusuf Estes, my address. Everything is there. Continue at the bottom. That'll take you to the page to choose the card. The amount is already there for you. You're ready to go. That's how easy it is. And then you can get rewards and get guided with GuideUS TV. How can you donate for GuideUS TV? Easy. Go to Donate to Islam. Then, when you see the big emblem for GuideUS TV, click the big emblem. That'll take you right away to the page where you can contribute. The green button at the bottom right, click it, and it opens up and shows you the pledge amount. Choose the amount you want. I'm going to choose 100. Now, upper right, add to cart, and then it'll take you right to this page. Fill it out. If you don't have PayPal, you take some time, fill this out, continue at the bottom, choose the card. Otherwise, if you got PayPal, click it, boom, and you're ready to go. That's all it takes to donate and get guided.
Welcome back to the IQ Quran program. This is the last section. We only have about less than 13 minutes. We will conclude the program soon. So we'll continue. MashaAllah, we just talked about the ranking before we went to break. We will continue and we'll come to an end. The program will come to an end. So get ready. This is question number 19 for the night. You could get 1,000 points with this. وَلَسَوْفَ. What is the meaning of وَلَسَوْفَ? Let's see. And soon will give you your Lord, then you'll be satisfied. Remember this. Remember, guys. What? I think we've seen in the surah so many what. So if you know what that means, should be easy for you. Let's go at this. What means 2 words. We have about 12 seconds before we have 12 seconds before we move on to the next question. So I hope you're getting this one right. Wa la sawfa wa la sawfa. Sawfa. Now guess what? It means and soon. If you've learned anything from tonight's competition, it should have been the word wa. Come on, guys. You should not have missed this one. We talked about it. We talked about what the word what means. It should have been that easy. From this question, Abdul Mu'min benefited. And Abdul Mu'min, for the first time, he worked his way up to number 1. For the first time. Good job, Abdul Mu'min. We have Sheikh, who's ranking number 2. We have Muhammadu, that came back. Now he's number 3. Fatima and Fortuna are back on the top 5. Good job, guys. As you guys could see, the ranking is changing. We started with someone being number 1. Someone else is number 1 right now. Will the next question change that? Will someone who is on the bottom of number 5 come and dominate the ranking? We'll find out. Let's move on to the next question. This is another question, and as you guys know, the last questions we move very fast. We'll only take 1 minute on every single question. Make sure that you submit your answer quickly with this one. So let's see. Yu'tika, what is the meaning of this? Does it mean and soon? Does it mean will give you? Does it mean your Lord? Or does it mean you'll be satisfied? These are 4 options, 1 right answer. Let's move on. Let's move on, guys. Let's find out. MashaAllah. You guys are working hard. You've been practicing. We're coming to the end of the surah. We're almost coming to the end of the surah. We have about 10 questions or 9 questions left before the competition comes to an end. And we're hoping that we will cover all those questions before the competition ends tonight. You guys will benefit and we'll find out who is the winner. Again, we only have 3 seconds. 2, time is up, and here it is. Will give you, that's what it means. Nothing has changed on the ranking. We will not put a lot of focus on the ranking since it's coming to an end since we're coming to the end of the program. Now the other one was Rabbuka. This one is Rabbika with a B. So let's see if you know this one. I'll give you a hint. The meaning doesn't change. The other between this one and both of them, it means Rabb and Ka. Remember what we said about Kaf at the end? If you say Ka, it means you. Ka, remember, there's a very easy trick. If you say Ka, just point finger at someone. Hey, you. I think that should give you a hint. Ka is you. And Rabb means, I'll leave it to you guys. Rabb means Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Should be very easy, guys. Let's move on to the next question. It means your Lord. 37 of you got this one right. Let's move on. The ranking has not changed. Next question, here it comes. فَتَرْضَى. What is the meaning of this? And soon will give you your Lord, then you'll be satisfied. This one is an easy word. We're picking up how many ajr? 1, 2, 3, 4, five letters in here, and you guys are going to be getting, if you include the alif, you're getting a lot of ajr. Every single word that you receive, there are so many good deeds you're collecting. Do not miss out next Friday, and soon we will have competition between the winners. And as we started the program, we said the person who comes and joins constantly, we will be given a particular reward. The person who is ranking the top 5 all the time, you guys will be competing against each other, inshallah. We will let you know when that will take place. But a lot of you have been joining and have been benefiting from the program. Now let's see. MashaAllah. Let's move on to the next question. Next question, here it comes. Alam. What is the meaning of alam? Does that mean did not? Does it mean he find you? Does it mean an orphan? Or does it mean and give shelter? Let's see if you guys get this one right. Time is coming. Now we're coming to the end of the program almost. A lot of you have been benefiting from the program, mashallah. We want you to continue doing that. We want you to invite your friends. For the parents, this is a live competition. It's a competition. Some people are joining from different places. Some are in Texas, some are in Columbus, some are in different places. So that means if you're watching right now, you could join the program. We have even some people that are joining us from the UK. We looked into the registration. It tells us who has registered and where they're coming from. So this is taking all over. Now let's see, did not. That's what it means. Let's find out. We have Abdullah that passed 24 people. Will Abdullah make it to the top 5? Let's see. Question 24. Let's find out, guys. Question 24. I'm moving very fast because I want to cover the entire surah. We don't want to miss out one question. Yajidka. What is the meaning of yajidka? Let's see. Does it mean did not? Does it mean he find you? Does it mean an orphan? Does it mean and gave shelter? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was talking to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and he says to him, talks to him about the morning brightness, and he talks to him about the night, and he talks about him, all the favor that Allah has given him. And right now we're at the point where the Prophet, Allah is reminding all the favor that Allah has done for the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. O Prophet, we have given you this, we have given you that. And we said you should look into the translation of the surah that we will bring. We were not able to bring it into the test tonight. We were going to test your understanding of the translation as well. Now, the ranking is not changing, although the program is almost coming to an end. Let's find out. Yatiman. Allah says, didn't he not find you as an... If you know the seerah of the Prophet, you should be able to fill out that word, the meaning of it. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as we know, his father passed away. He has not seen his father. His father died while he was in the womb of his mother. So therefore, if your father passes away while you are young, what do you become, or what are you called? I've given you the meaning of the word, so that should be easy for you guys. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was raised as an... It is the only word that can make sense inside this place, so make sure that you do select the right answer. Let's find out. Yatiman. What is the meaning of yatiman? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells the Prophet that he found him. Did he not find you as an orphan? Is the right answer. Now let's move on to the next question, guys. Fa'awa. What does this mean? Let's look at it. Does it mean did not? Does it mean he finds you? He find you? Does it mean an orphan? Or does it mean gave you shelter? And among the blessing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Okay, here it is. We have about 37 seconds before we move on to the next question. We only have about 3 minutes, so I'll be very quick with this. 3 minutes. We want to cover as many as we can. I think the surah ended with 29 words. We added some Islamic question. I don't think, as I've mentioned in the beginning of the program, we won't be able to get to that. We will only do the surah. As soon as the number reaches 42, we'll jump and move on to the next question. We'll just wait. 2, 1, time is up, and Allah says He has given you shelter. وَوَجَدَكَ وَوَجَدَكَ. What is the meaning of وَوَجَدَكَ? وَوَجَدَكَ. Again, you saw the word jadaka previously. Now you have wa. And we said, what does what mean? You should know the meaning. We've seen a lot of what. I think tonight's lesson is what. We'll give you what means. It means and. By now, all of you should know that word, what. Look at the importance of us covering the meaning of the Quran. You learn one word, it repeats again and again and again. You might as well learn it one time. I've seen so many young brothers and sisters, you talk to them, you're like, do you pray? Yes, I pray. What does Fatiha mean? Can you read Fatiha? Give us the translation. They can't. How often do you pray? 5 times a day. How many times do you read Fatiha? So many times. Shouldn't you not know the meaning of Surah Al-Fatiha? This is another example. What, you'll see it in so many times in the Quran. If you learn it one time, you will be able to understand the meaning of it, and it won't bother you. Now we have, let's move on to the next question. One question, and we will be ending the program. All right, does it mean and He found you? And does it mean lost? Does it mean He guided you? Or is it indeed? So we have one more question, and we will end it there, inshallah. Actually, this is going to be the last question. We will add the rest of the questions in the next episode, so get ready for that. And we'll go to the next surah. And we said we will be bringing you a video, Islamic studies video. We will submit it to you. Make sure you do register yourself after the program ends. Go to IQ Quran, scroll down, register where it says join the competition. Click there, it'll take you to a different page. That is the page where you register yourself. Once you register yourself, we'll send you 2 videos. Both of the videos will be about Islamic studies, the relationship that we have with Allah, the relationship that we have with the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, and we will bring about 10 questions from there. So guys, get ready for that. Now here, time is up. Tonight's winner is Abdul Jabbar Mu'min. We have number 2, Muhammadu, number 3, Sheikh. We have Fatima, that is number 4, and we have Fortune, that is number 5. Good job, everyone that came on the top 5. If it was taken away from you, that's fine. Let's end it. Let's find out. We have Abdul Jabbar has not missed one question, as you guys could see from here. Has not missed one question. Good job. This is his first time ranking number 1. So inshallah, do join us next Friday, 8 o'clock Eastern time, and invite your friends. Until then, wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.